Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Review. Very excited for today's beer. It's Advent Day 3. Almost did 2 again. 3 from Brad Allison and Jessica. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. And sounds like another beer I should like. It's from Oddside Ales. I can't remember if I've reviewed any of their stuff that was barrel aged. I've had barrel aged stuff and I've really enjoyed it from them. And this is barrel aged from them. So it is sweet potato souffle rye ale. Spoiler alert, it has a lot of stuff I really like in it. So it's a rye ale. I love rye with sweet potatoes, cinnamon, nutmeg, and lactose, and then it's aged in whiskey barrels. It's 11 point nothing percent ABV. It's 11% ABV, and it's about 2 months old. It says keep refrigerated, drink fresh. Nice, simplistic, cool can art, bottle art. I'm sick. Apparently, that is affecting my thinking and speech. But anyway, so last night went to a comedy show with some friends, and some of us got sweet potato fries, and they served them with cinnamon on top. And then we discussed the merits of if sweet potato fries should have cinnamon. We all agreed sweet potato, something like a sweet potato casserole or souffle, I should say, should have cinnamon, but I don't know about sweet potato fries. I was okay with it, but anyway, really exciting stuff. While you tune in, yeah, let's get into it. I'm just really excited. Straight out of my cellar, so whatever temperature that is. Um, Basically, this is what I've been doing. I put the 10 beers that they sent me, kept them in the box in the Pringle can. Uh, each one's in like a Pringles can. And go to the basement, I grab today's, and then I look at it and try to pick glassware that makes sense. What I might do if it's like an IPA, maybe I'll stick it in the fridge for like an hour, let it cool down a little bit. But something like this, that's barrel aged, I thought maybe I'd keep it at cellar temperature. So yeah, I thought a snifter would be appropriate. Um, it has a brownish. There's a little bit of red in there. Um, what I'm seeing is a little different. You're seeing something darker by a hair than I am. Yeah, what you guys are seeing looks a little bit more ruby red and spots. I have a little bit of that, but yeah, it's like this brownish. It looks like rye. It kind of reminds me of is it Ruthless Rye that Sierra Nevada makes in terms of the color. About a finger. I had a little bit more. And it's a very khaki color. Super compact bubbles, very compact, and I am getting some cinnamon already. But let's get a proper aroma. I tell you what, it's pretty incredible how much that smells like sweet potato. You get the cinnamon, I get that nutmeg for sure. You get a bit of vanilla from the whiskey barrels, which is playing super nice with that. I'm not getting a ton of like rye spiciness. I'm hoping I get some in the taste. And I've had a few beers with sweet potatoes. One, it had like it seemed to add so much body to it. So I'm hoping this has a little bit of like that a creamier mouthfeel. It also has the lactose, which I think could be part of why I was getting vanilla out of it. Yeah. But anyway, 'cause I sometimes I get lactose or vanilla from lactose. I swear I'm not like on cough syrup or anything like this. I haven't had anything to drink today. I'm just apparently a little tired and loopy from being sick. Um, but as an aside, as someone who's sick, I can smell totally fine. I'm tasting things fine. It just my throat hurts. I don't know what it is, but anyway, um, uh, the aroma. All right, anyway, so the sweet potato. So I'm hoping that it pulls some of that sugar out, like that starchiness, and that has a nice mouthfeel to it. Only one way to find out. Cheers. Wow. I tell you what, so far doing 3 of these, definitely have sent me so far at least, definitely beers in my wheelhouse. And this one for sure are things I really enjoy. And again, I don't think I've done a sweet potato. I guess I haven't said this. I don't think I've ever done a sweet potato beer review on here, despite having them. But I love sweet potatoes. Actually, had sweet potato hash for breakfast this morning. Um, you get some of that sweet potato, but I think it might be a trick because of that cinnamon, that nutmeg. Um, that whiskey works so well in there too, and it does add a nice level of um, alcohol dryness because there are these very sweet flavors, but then it helps balance that out. Helps, helps cut that down. It's really good. Does have a nice mouthfeel. Has a little bit of creaminess. Again, I'm going to go back to the lactose and hopefully that sweet potato starchiness kind of a thing is providing a lot of mouthfeel. Not like the craziest, most. It's not like the thickest thing ever. Tell you what, for 11%, whatever they're calling a rye ale, I don't know like what style specifically they were going for that they put the rye in there. I don't know how wet the barrels were, so 11%. I don't know how much is barrel, but it does have a really nice whiskey barrel note. It's not dominant. I actually get a little bit of apple in it as well, which is playing super well because it has things like cinnamon, nutmeg. Um, it kind of is reminiscent of fall. I'm not surprised it releases in October. People can buy it. It would be great for a Thanksgiving beer. I would definitely drink one of these as I'm eating Thanksgiving pie. Um, it's desserty without being too sweet for sure. And I'm even, cause I love sweet things. I'm trying to like check that as I'm describing that part. I don't think for most people this would be too sweet, even if you don't really like sweets. Um, and it's not that barrel is nice. Let me take another swig and see if I get the actual oak because I am getting that really nice whiskey taste that's working better than I thought it would in this. I kind of thought like the beer sounded fine on its own. Why even age it in a barrel? And again, I love beers aged in whiskey and bourbon barrels, but I was like, it seemed like it'd be good on its own. But it does add this nice extra thing that complements it so well. But I want to see if I get the actual wood. Ah, okay. I didn't until the very end there. You do get a little bit like that oak dryness and some extra vanilla, maybe just a little teeny tiny bit at the end. Yeah, yeah. As I'm talking, you kind of get that um, oak wood vibe. Yeah, everything that's advertised definitely comes through. It'd be a cool beer to do blind. Like I definitely could pick out this cinnamon. I definitely could. I would probably say bourbon barrels, but yeah, whiskey barrels. I don't know if I pick out the lactose, so maybe because of the mouthfeel, but like that level of vanilla, I would have probably assumed was coming from the whiskey barrels. It does have a nice mouthfeel. Sweet potato specifically, again, I think it tastes like that, but it's again probably tricking my brain because there's all these other flavors I associate with it. Yeah, this is a solid beer. Thanks again, Brad and Jessica. Really appreciate all the beers, obviously, but yeah, so far you guys have sent stuff that I like, so that's cool. It's always a bonus when you get some mystery stuff. And yeah, check them out. Make sure I link to them. They're great people, great beer content. And yeah, they were thinking maybe next year like beer tubers could like pick names and like just send something like this to one person each. That'd be really cool to get that going. But yeah, thanks again, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I was appreciate it. Sorry I was a little off today just because of being sick. But check me out on Instagram and Tapped, and I'll have beer reviews at both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.